to my Wreath studio where I teach you how to make wreath swag centerpiece on a budget. I'm on Etsy, I'm on YouTube, my new YouTube channel. I'm FlorasPlaceShop on Etsy. I'm also on Facebook. And I'm going on Instagram pretty soon. I'm excited about that. And all my new followers, thank you so kindly for all the love. And I will be doing making bows tutorial, teaching you how to make bows on a budget and then with some higher end ribbon. So I'm excited for that. And I have a workshop coming up in the spring. So just message me on that. We'll be working on that, and then I'll let you know in Ridgeway, Fort Erie, where I'm going to be having my tables and showing my wreaths off there. And I also have my wreaths in a store, in a lovely little store, a nice store. Well, it's not little, it's big, and it's a really pretty decor. And if anything for beach you want, Ridgeway, Ontario. It's a really nice little place, and Sarah's there, and it's Lasting Impressions, and Sarah's the owner. So just go in there and tell her, hey, Flora sent me, and she'll help you out. And she's always got sales, so oh my goodness gracious, she's got a little card in there, and you stamp it, so the next time you come in, you almost get a spray or a potpourri or a carpet, you get a little discount. She's great, so tell her Flora sent you. So anyway, I came back with an 18-inch wreath, which, you know, I love the 18-inch wreaths, but they're harder to ship out. It's not that they're harder, it just costs a bit more. So I'm going to come to you with an 18-inch wreath because I had it in my stash. And this is from Dollarama. I told you I'm going to try to do things on a budget so you can see. Now, I just did a wreath, an everyday wreath, and I want to do something on a budget because this is what this channel is all about, trying to do things on a budget. I mean, you're going to see a lot of stuff here, and some stuff is more expensive, but I try to be fair to you. I try to tell you where I get it and what the prices are, and I'd really like to teach you. So look for me in the spring at my new workshop, and I'll show you how to make anything you want to make. Okay, so now I'm holding it with the wire that I usually use with my ribbon, and there's 2 holes here. Now, because it's on a budget, I'll probably cover that up, but usually you can just get a little bit of filler, wood filler, and then you can just sand it down with a little, you know, and then you can paint it over. But I'm just going by what I bought. I'm putting it on the wreath, and I want you to see all the flaws and ins and outs and how you make a wreath, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this down so it stays right. Give it a couple of twists. I twist it enough, and it's not flowers or it's not ribbon that it'll snap. I twist it enough so it's long enough so I can stick it back down into the wreath form so that you don't see it, right? Now, this ain't going anywhere either. Like, I'm not going to shake it right now because the bottom part, I'm leaving it. I'm not tying it down because there's no holes there, and I'm just using my wreath form, and I'm showing you what you get on a budget and what you can do with the wreath. See? Okay. So we know that because it's not an expensive wreath. What did I pay for that? I think it was $2.50. Okay? All right. But now, if I put all the greens and everything and all the flowers I want to use to ship this out, it's a big wreath because it's going to end up bigger. So this is going to be up bigger. So I might not ship this one out. I might keep it for myself and put it on my door because it's going to be too big. Anyway, I've got some flowers that I did get from a greenhouse. They were on sale. I can't believe the price on these ones. Like a good deal for me. I think so, because right here, $7.99 for that, okay? $12.99 for this. And these are good. These are good flowers. Good roses. Now, I got this one from the Dollar Tree. In these. And then I got these ones from the Dollar Tree. And this was at Valentine's Day, so I took all the white ones. $3.50. So there's a lot of different prices here. But you add all this up, like that's okay. This wreath form is $17, $18. So there's $20 already started right here. Okay, $20, $30 plus $2, 30, 33, 36. Okay, so there's 30, 20, 30, 40. That's $40, and that's not even the greens. So, you know, it gets pricey. It does get pricey. Now, I'm going to try with something with these today. I only had a couple in there. I'm going to try with these, but you can hear them. You know I don't like that, right? Okay. And then I might bring it up with some ivy with some green, because it is Easter. So you never know what I'm going to do. So come along with me. We're going to do this on a budget, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to start with my greens, because I like this, the way it hangs. You want to see that Easter, see, happy Easter, every bunny's welcome. Everybody, little bunny, Easter bunny, he's welcome. I hope I'm not really loud, because I'm talking louder things and you guys can't hear me, and there's a mic there and there's a mic behind me. So if I'm really loud, give me thumbs up and share. And you know we have t-shirts, and you know I love Cher. Oh my goodness gracious, she come back to concert, that girl. God bless her. And Bob Mackie, the way he makes her dresses. Oh my goodness gracious. So we got a lot on this channel. We got vintage. We've got jewelry. But this is the third piece for me, is the wreath. I'm trying to see here, because this is a big stem. Big, big, big. Holy moly. Yeah. So we've got vintage stuff. We got vintage jewelry. I have estate. I used to be an estate shopper. I used to go to estates. I used to go to estate jewelry and buy jewelry, high-end jewelry. That could cost me. That wasn't good therapy for me. I was stressed out after I spent all the money. And then I'd have to bring stuff in the house and hide it, because my son would go, "What you buy now, Mom?" Oh boy. Oh boy. That's just a little funny part of me. So I'm just gonna start putting stuff in. I'm not putting any glue in. I like the way it sits. I like doing my wreaths too where they come out. But if somebody orders a wreath where the side of the door, you have your screen door, your winter door, and you don't have the clearance, then I have to bring that wreath down. I can do it. But I like to make them almost like 3D. I like to make them like that, like jump out at you. So then your neighbor is like, "Where'd you get that wreath?" Oh, Flora made it. From Flora Shop. Now that little guy can go right in there, you know. And I'll be putting more stuff, but I like this ivy. I like the color of it. It's really springy. Really springy, this guy. And then I'm just looking over here, and I got some other stuff here. Holy moly, do I got some good stuff here today, ladies. Now, I like this right here. And I might tie that down right there. Okay. Oh, I really like this. We're just playing around. Now, I've noticed lately, I've ordered on Amazon, you know the wreaths I like to play with, they move. Well, they're not going to come in for a while, and I ordered 14-inch and 16-inch. And I'm going to have to order another bunch because I'm doing a workshop. So I provide everything. They just come, and I provide everything for them to start out to make a swag, a wreath, and we'll be doing 14 and 16 inches. I'll be offering that to them. Okay, so I'm gonna snip. See, now if I put that there, it takes away from his face. I don't want that. I want him to see that face. Now that's fine. Now I'm just sticking it in. I'm not gluing anything in. See, now that's falling, and I don't want to hide that. Remember, you don't want to hide that. See how it bends? It bends naturally. Like you could bend it this way if you want to bend it. I could go straight up in here. It could come down over here, which we could. See, I'm just. Oh boy. Fly away bunny. That's that Easter bunny. And I have Easter eggs too. Where's the Easter eggs? Here we go. We got Easter eggs. So I'm just playing around with this. And it's a spring wreath. Like, I don't know how much I'm going to use here. Get the greens in. Let's start putting the greens in. Take this all apart. See here? Now I'm going to take it all apart so you can see what it looks like. There you go. See? There you go. That's what we started out with. And we're going to keep it simple. You won't see these tie down. You won't see them. Okay. I don't want to hide that happy Easter. Okay, let's start. Try to make sure your leaves are facing you. You want those leaves facing you, right? So that's fine there too. You want a little bit of poof. You want it to come out a little bit. And I find this grapevine wreath has a lot of gaps in it. So you're going to have to watch. This was just in my stash, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to stop here and tell you something, and this is really good. So the other day I was over at an auction, and they had some greens in the back. So I just went over there for the hell of it. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. If you get anything from these stores, they're like a Goodwill store. But I was bidding on something. Just for that, you could put that in a small wreath. You could put that in my beaded wreath. or you can put that in depending on your budget, right? Look at, you can go like that. You can go sideways and put, let me grab this. Wait till I tell you the price. Okay, there you go. Look at, it could be like the other one. Put a bow down here and put a little bit of, okay, it's spring, it's purple. Put a little bit of purple in there, okay? So you pay $3.50 for this. I got this for $1.49, and this one is like $3.50. And you've got a spring wreath on a budget. You spent $10. That's good. That's really good. Like, we like to do things on a budget. Sometimes it doesn't end up on a budget, but I tell you all the time, what's budget? Like, I can't believe that. So I only paid $1.49 at that place. I just happened to be walking down the aisle and I just looked at it and I went, $1.49? I'll take that too and show them that. Okay, so this is Ivy too. What I wanted to say to you, my son brought to my attention, when I say workshop, I mean come spring, I'm going to start a workshop where I teach you how to make a wreath or swag or centerpiece on a budget. On a budget. On a budget. Get that right there. On a budget. Okay? So I'm going to do a workshop come spring. So if you're interested, you live in Ridgeway, Fort Erie, Niagara Falls, Welland, message me, and in 2 weeks I'll have a date for you. Okay? All right. So like I told you, this grapevine has a lot of gaps in it. Oh, look at that already. See? Now always clean your grapevines, right? I clean this up pretty good, but there's a lot of gaps in it, so you don't want that big of a pick going through. Okay? And we also sell vintage t-shirts, and these are one of my t-shirts. Yeah, I've got all kinds. And if there's a custom t-shirt you want, we have that. We have mugs. We have mugs for men, hardworking men, tool men, all kinds of stuff. Check us out. We're a one-stop shop over here. Costco's better look out. Oh, we like to joke around here. This is therapy. Remember, we're in a therapy class. Oh, okay, so that's pretty. Look at that. So I'm going to hold that because, like I told you, it's a little hollow in some of these things. It's a little hollow in this grapevine wreath. So I'm going to hold that up. See, it looks nice. You still see Happy Easter. I used to have a problem. When I first started out, I was covering everything. You could barely see the sign. And then I would stand back and go, oh my goodness gracious. My son says, it says happy. Where's Easter, Mom? I says, oh, geez Louise. I says, okay, so had to fix that. Like that. You know what? I got to tell you something. I put that pick in. I just felt this energy, and it said to me, I really like this wreath. I'm really feeling this wreath. It's good therapy for me today. I don't have to call my shrink. I just saved myself $90. You know who's my shrink? This wreath. Nothing wrong with the shrink. Geez Louise, I'm telling you. Sometimes you need to go talk to somebody, but I'm telling you, before you talk to somebody, come on and watch one of my videos, and I'm telling you, you will have fun with it. You will have fun with it. Okay? So I might tie that down right there, which I'm going to. See how that got stuck right there? I'm gonna go right in there. See, it's real. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Look at it, just went right through. That's how hollow this one is. This is hollow. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. She's hollow. So you gotta watch when you're turning here because you don't want to get your leaves caught. Okay, which I'm really watching, but I'm gonna show you what I did. Okay, so I'm gonna come right out here with all the mess here, and you're gonna see I tied it down, and see, you gotta pull your leaves back because you don't want to get your leaves caught now, and you just snip that off and stick it in. If you got nails like me, look, my finger goes right in there. Boom, boom. There you go. So now I'm going to snip, and I'm going to bend it down, and I'm going to stick it with my nail. There. Done. Perfect. Look at how beautiful that looks. I know you're probably saying, beautiful? What is she talking about? No. You gotta think that. Beautiful. It's beautiful. You could do this. You could go here like that. You could do that too. Now, everybody's always one side to the other side, up and down. But you got to try things out and see how you feel with it. Remember, it's therapy. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Do that. Okay. Go in, stop. And I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to add some onto the bottom of this. There we go. And I'm going to stick it in. There. So it's coming out. Now you can tie this down too if you like, but I like the way it is. Remember, it's probably going on my door because to ship this out, I like to keep my costs down because I like to teach people on a budget, and then you gotta charge them so much to ship it, and I don't like doing that. Okay, that's good. So this is green ivy. Let's call it something else. Green ivy. I want to show on this side more of the grapevine. Okay, I want to show the grapevine. I want to show it that he's out in the bush and he's hopping around like a bunny. Peter Cottontail. That glue. I had to turn my fan on, guys. The glue, believe it or not, it smokes up, and I think I'm allergic to it because I come down in my little studio and I'm upstairs. I have a coffee and I come downstairs and I'm fine. I'm ready to conquer the world. And then about an hour into my thing, I'm like, what's wrong with me? I don't feel good. That glue bothers me. So I'm just saying that, yeah, I had to take a break and clear my throat out and get my fan going. So I don't know, I'm gonna try. And the gaps are inside my grapevine. You can see all the gaps. So that's why I'm saying, watch when you're doing that. If you get a wreath, try to get a wreath with not so many gaps, especially when you're first starting, because, well, when you're first starting, that would be good for you too, but um, you're going to get a lot of those pokies in the back, and you're going to be upset about that. And don't be upset. My first wreath wasn't like, you know what? I look back at some of my stuff now. My son made a video just recently of all the stuff I had, and I went, oh my God, look at like, I've changed so much. And you will get better. Believe me, you will get better. You keep watching me, you'll get better, and you'll get better and on a budget. And everybody can have nice things. Not only just some of us, everybody. Right? So I think I'm going to put something right there. Then I'm going to have to fill it in. So I pretty much got all my greens in. These greens, because I have no more. I'm out of these completely. So I'm going to fill it. That's pretty. Fill it with that and some eggs. I'm going to keep it simple. Not going to go crazy. Well, here in Crystal Beach, it's supposed to be 7. I went to the beach 2 days ago. Oh my God, I sat out there in my vehicle, had a coffee, watched the waves, but there's still some snow, but it's melting pretty quickly. They say, the groundhog, they said we're going to have spring at 6 weeks. I'm like, I'll be at the beach. So that's why I want to get everything organized for this summer, what I'm doing, because I have to have my beach time. I go down there, 8 o'clock. I'll have my bathing suit underneath, but if it's cool, I'll just have like a pair of track pants, a big sweatshirt on, and just sit out there and listen to the waves. I've been doing this a lot lately, and the therapy alone is so good. It's good for you. Just clears your mind. And nowadays, a lot of stress out there. I get it, but just gotta try to get through it. Make a wreath, and you'll feel better. Okay, so let's put some of these greens in. See, so when I'm getting into the groove, or I'm getting into it. It's good therapy. You know, I remember my son used to come home and I was in Barrie, and he'd be talking to me, and honest to God, I remember it, right? I would say, yep, yep. And he'd say, what are you, yep, about? Because I said, I'm in the zone, leave me alone. I want to get this done. I'm doing it. I've got therapy today. Don't bother my doctor. He's my Wreath. So I'm looking at this guy. Now, there. I want to leave this part, remember. So there's still areas, you know, that I can fill in. So I'm gonna use this. It's another fern. I only have so much left. I want to use that. I don't want to change the color, and I don't want to put a lot of flowers. I just want to put some Easter in it. I just want it to be a little simple dimple. Okay, there's some more Easter, so we can use that. We're going to use this, this, and this. So okay, so here we go. On a budget, right? $2.25 a stem. $2.25 a stem. Believe me, none of these people that I'm getting my stuff, wherever I get my stuff from, is endorsing me. So there's no endorsement here. I'm endorsing me. FlorasPlaceShop. On Etsy and on YouTube. You clean your table all the time. Oh my goodness. My son says, your mother hen. I'm laughing because he's sitting in the background and he's howling, but he's being quiet. Like he's just shaking his head going, Mother. Hey, it's good therapy, I keep saying. You know, you need it. See how pretty that is? Oh, I love this. This is my favorite. I'm going out tomorrow and I'm going to be hunting for some more of it. But I don't know. You know, you don't want to hide that, so I'm pulling that right out of there. I want to see my happy Easter side. So maybe I'll go back in here. Isn't this a great easel? I mean, it was better than the one I had. But, yeah, that was just a coat rack. I was flying from the seat of my pants on that one, ladies. There. Okay. Got one here, one here, one here, one here. Oh boy. Well, we got a lot here, so maybe we'll stick this on the other side. Because we still have this and the eggs to put in. It fills up pretty quickly. Oh God, I hope I'm not yelling at you. Because I think you can't hear me. So I'm being louder. And meanwhile, I've heard myself I've watched my videos back. And then I kind of laugh. I go, well, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Now, there was that little hole up there before. And I just stuck one of my ferns in that hole. You'll see it right there. There was a hole there. So there was a little piece. We don't waste here. There's a little piece. Remember I told you, I always have, well, I got stuff here too. Sometimes I get in the groove and I forget. I just bought some little carrots too. Here's another thing. $2 at the Dollar Tree. They're really like, they're really shiny. Like I'm doing pink. So I don't know, even the pink, I don't know it. Yeah, I'm trying to, and then I have the tulips too. I might be able to get some tulips in there. That might look nice with this one. Tulips, and I like these greens. It's always good to keep your stuff because you never know, right? I like these greens. And sometimes if you just lighten up your greens and then you put in some tulip. Woo! So we might do that too. We got a bag. Remember I told you, always keep, we might not go with these colors. We got a lot of stuff in here. And it's for my wreath. I don't mind using these colors if I'm sending a refill because these are really good and I like to have good stuff when I send out. But if it's for me, I can make it look good, but I don't have to spend a lot to have it good. But I'll put this on my door and somebody will come along and want to buy it. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. I might do that. Let's dig in here. Let's see what we got. We got this. I'm not going to use those. And did you see my little display here with the Easter bunnies? Aren't they cute? Yeah. And we've got big eggs too. You know, maybe we'll put a big egg in there with little eggs. Not so much over here. Do a big egg with little eggs. Get some little eggs. So we can play around. We can make this pretty. We have some burlap. I might stick that in there too. That looks pretty, right? So I'm trying to make it burlappy. Have to stick it right in there. That is going to go great. You know what? We're doing it. There's a big gap in there, and I'm putting that carrot in there. I got him right down good, and he's popping out a little bit. Look at how cool that is. I see the gap there. There's a big gap. So I got the glue. Thank God I got these right on hand. I got the glue, and I went right down into that gap, and that sucker will stay in there for sure. I like burlap, especially for the spring. And I'm down by the beach, so everybody's doing burlap stuff. So I got to keep up with the Joneses down here. I got tulips. Oh, and I got some pink. Pretty pink. Oh, I'm so glad I got pink. Oh my goodness, the pink. Well, this is going to look good. Not that. Here's another one of these guys. Oh, this is going to look good. This is going to look good. That's why I say keep all your stuff. Just a little basket. Little tiny things like that you can throw out. But this has got a clip on it. Up. Okay, so I got that burlap in there. Try to put some of this in. Remember, we're just flying by the seat of my pants. I didn't make one. I'm going to tell you, I made one of these about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I put it on my website and I sold it right away. I was really surprised. I was like, wow. My son said to me, remember that bunny you made, Mom? I says, oh, I don't know where I don't go there. I don't know if I can get that anymore. Well, why don't you go to the dollar store? You had to go to Canadian Tire. So I said, yeah, okay, I'll go to the Dollar Tree. I went in there, and the first thing I saw was this. I bought it right away. And everything, they just got everything out now. So, yeah, I got one. This is the leaf. I got one down here, one up here. I got this over here. I might just put this right in there. I think that's what I'll do. I'm only going to use peekaboos. And this is all stuff that I had in my stash. Well, no, these are all the burlap's new. This is new. This isn't new. But the greens are new too. But I have all kinds of greens. But here's another green with a pick already for me. That's play. Okay. I hope it looks nice because I'm not putting a bow in it. I don't want a bow in this one. There. Oh, don't want to tie that. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy Easter. My son's birthday's coming up, so I'm like, happy birthday. Silly Willy Flora. Okay, so now I'll get the other ones in. I've got some tulips. So, go with that. See, now that I just pulled out, I had a blue one in there. So I'm going to go with this pink one. There we go. We just push it up and bend it the way you want it to go. I want to put one down here. I'm going to cut that off a little bit on an angle. I'm going to put another one up here. There. See that? Boom, boom. Gracious. All over the place. Okay. We'll go right in here with the other greens. Perfect. Don't you love when it just slides in like that? Now that deserves a thumbs up and a share for sure. Oh, I got one more. Oh, and I got baby whites. Ooh. Ooh. So much for just putting a little bit of wreath together, huh? Maybe I'll put it right in there. Go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is starting to look nice. See, I've got these pink, but I don't know. No. I think that's too big. I think this one's a bit too big. We'll wait for him another day. Let's give out the tulips now because let's just play with the tulips. I got more tulips. I got tons of tulips. Matter of fact, anybody needs any tulips, just message me. I got lots, and they're rubber. Ooh, look, they squeeze. Okay, so I'm just playing around. Give out that. And I just want to see about these two. These ones back here. I like the tulips because it brings out the white in his face. The roses are a little dull. And then I'm going to try with these. These might be too yellowy. Oh no, they might work. Okay, let's get these tulips in. They're really rubbery. You want, and there's enough of the stem that you can have it sticking out because it's rubbery. But you got to get it in. You got to get it in somewhere where you can stick it in that's going to stay, right? When I'm finished with this, I'm going to shake it and show you. Do the shaky around here. Only thing we're missing is some good music. And music's good for you too. You put music on, you're all by yourself. Nobody's filming you because you're not on YouTube. When you get to YouTube, you do it. And you know what? You put the music on. And nobody's at home. Everybody's at work. And you know what? You're going to enjoy your therapy. And you'll make a pretty wreath out of it. Like, holy moly. Like, you'll be making a beautiful wreath. You'll be getting your therapy. Like, you're good to go. You're good to go. You've had a good day. See, I don't want too much sticking out. It's the one. The one. Mm-hmm. Get in there. Okay, here we go. See, the way they're shaped, sometimes you do have to trim them down and take a little time. But like I said, this is going to be my wreath, so I can take some time. But I take time with all my wreaths, especially if I'm selling them. Just want to even this off a bit. Okay. Okay, I've got that done. I don't know. What does everybody think? I don't know. I think I'm going to add these because I've cut them and just think I could add them. Okay. Play around some more. Okie dokie. Okay. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, that's long. That's a bit long. I don't want them too far out. Oh, that's too far out. Here, this looks like. Oh boy, it's falling down. That's too long for me, and now it's stuck right in there. So I'm gonna have to. Once they're in there, sometimes. Okay, there we go. This guy back in here. And remember, you still have time, and you know, like you got to get it in there. But I'm saying, sometimes you got to give it a shake, and then that's when you'll find out if it's dead in. If it didn't, then you fix it. These are too long. I'm gonna have to cut them down. Bad because they look good together. Put their wire at the bottom so you can spin them around. You can twist them around like I just did. I just twisted them around. Now I'm gonna put. So I don't want them sticking way up here. I just enough. Like I'm gonna see what this looks like because I don't want them way up. Okay, we're gonna just try some here and there. Big size. That's a good size. Okay, work with that. And I just push them in there. I open them up a little bit. I want them to take away from here. Give more, and if they go to the back, that's a stick too, because I can trim them. Yeah, I don't want to take away from that pretty bunny. That bunny. I don't want to take away from the carrot, the burlap carrot. So I'm going to cut these down. That's the only thing I can do because they are long, but they're so pretty and they just give it that little extra. A little pop here and there. There's some there. I'm going to put some more over there, some here. Got enough still left. Okay. I've got some there, a couple down here, I think. And oh, I got enough for some more. Oh, I got lots. There. Bit and fill up. have to get that blow gun, get all the roots. I'm standing back and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking. Where am I going next? Where am I going next? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at the mess I made. Okay, that's what happens when you get in the zone, ladies. Trying to get it up as close as I can so you can see what a nice job I did. It is beautiful. Like, look at the little, it's got like champagne, it's got blues, pinks, purples, and it's all like little sequins and oh, it's just so pretty. And the tulips like spring, and then you got your burlap carrot in there, and then you got your cheap, you got your $2.50 wreath. You can do it on a budget. So okay, so your wreath, the wreath form at Michael's was 17. So in tax, that's about 20 bucks. So you've got $22.50, and I would say $45. $45 if you do it yourself. So if you come join my spring workshop class that I'm going to be teaching how to make wreaths, you can make this for $45. And if you're doing it for an income, then you charge them $85, $95. Pick up at your house. Ba-boom, done. So ladies, you can do this on a budget too. We'll always do things on a budget, and we'll do higher end stuff. I do a lot of prop stuff. My Halloween stuff is really, really good. So we're gonna just wait a few minutes, and I'm gonna do the shake test. Now you know this is gonna move, so I'm gonna hold this guy, okay? Okay, now I'm just gonna go like this, because he's attached up here, but not down here, because I could have attached him, but it's going on my door. So I might still do that. I might get my son to drill a hole into the steel, right? And then I'll go through, and then I'll pull it out the back, and I'll tie it down. I might do that too, but this one probably isn't for sale. But it looks so pretty. I mean, if anybody wanted to buy it, they could. Now I see some glue right in here, so I'm going to fix that. I'm going to cut this guy. It's purple A. Now this would be good if you're doing a purple wreath, right? So I might just put that up in there so that just the tail here hits it, so that you don't see that glue. Put that right up in there, and then you're not going to see that glue. And there's another one somewhere. I'm going to take this little leaf. Always keep them. That's why after you shake it, or you go back and you see something, look at there. Now I take my nail and I go right like that. Just push it down inside there. Because I didn't have a pick on it. I don't have a pick machine. I don't feel that I've got to that level that I'm going to buy a pick machine. Because I can make my own picks, right? Make my own picks. Or you can go to Michael's and you can get these green picks with wire at the end. And you just wire your flowers around. You take the pick. And it comes like this. And you could even use this, and you put wire around this, and then you put your flower on it, and then you put it in. So there you go. I've made a mess on my table today. So that's my wreath. Hope you enjoyed it. That's from FlorasPlaceShop on Etsy, on YouTube, because you're watching it from YouTube. Please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and say hi to somebody today and enjoy the weather. Have a great day.